There's a lot of talk about anime characters with Black Air Force activity. Many come to mind because many of these anime characters have committed some of the most preposterous atrocities known to mankind. Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen not only has Black Air Force activity, but he's literally a menace to society. He is one of anime's most evil characters. He's one of anime's most wanted. So I'm not finna cap. I hate this bitch ass motherfucker right here. I don't think I've ever been this pissed off at an anime character in recent history. He's definitely one of the most fucked up anime villains I've seen in a long time. So let's start off with Junpei. He starts off getting his ass whooped. Like, bro is getting straight bullied like Steve Rogers. And it's all over some ugly ass hoe who is mid as hell. She literally isn't even fine. And she got these bullies whipping bro's ass violently. And this fat ass Levi Ackerman teacher just sitting here watching bro get tagged up. And he gonna act like he ain't see shit. I wonder what Commander Irwin made for lunch today. So after getting jumped for absolutely no reason, Junpei decides to go relax at the movie theater. And would you believe that these same motherfuckers that jumped him decided to go to the same movie? I'm not even finna hold you. If I was Junpei, I would've aired that bitch out. These motherfuckers not only whoop my ass, but they gonna ruin my fucking movie experience too? Yapping during the film and using their phones? Nah. Whooping my ass over Waluigi is one thing, but ruining my movie is entirely something different. But Junpei ain't even have to do all of that, cause here comes this dirty, slimy motherfucker Mahito, and he mad as hell that they fucking up his movie viewing experience too. And he's like, hey, you bitch ass niggas gonna fuck up my viewing experience? Bad! Let me show you what I'm about! And then this nigga turned them into Roger from American Dad. They foreheads look worse than Vegeta's. God. Damn! The first thing I thought about when I saw this was Planet Sheen, no cap. This shit was fucking disgusting. His ability is called Idol Transfiguration. And when I seen this shit, I'm like, bro, so this gonna be one of those type of anime. So Junpei's sitting there confused as hell, like, did I just witness a damn murder? I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, he did kill my ops, so I think I'm gonna follow this guy. You know how stupid you gotta be to follow somebody that you just seen murder 3 people? And then on top of that, he just murdered them with his unwashed hands that he probably was just scratching his cursed balls with. So Mahito turns around and he's like, you wanna see what I got in my basement? Oh yeah, I got that good shit. And Junpei's like, hell yeah, just teach me how to smoke people like you did. So Mahito starts teaching Junpei the dark arts like he's Voldemort or some shit. And Junpei just chilling, and he starts hearing shit. So Mahito gets all up in front of him like, you hear it, huh? Wanna see it? Wanna see my thingy thing? Bro is a whole weirdo. And this man chose Junpei, this ugly ass pile of shit that's alive. And this thing literally looks like Muck from Pokemon. And Junpei doesn't even really look shook for real, even after Mahito tells him it's a whole ass person. Then Mahito is like, you see that little ass piece of doo-doo in your palm? I used my wand, I used my hand to turn the ugly ass stripper into my personal plaything. Craziest thing about this motherfucker is that he's turning people into living abominations. Like, these people are literally still alive. Bro's experimenting on people like he's a 6-year-old that just discovered slime. Man thinks people are Play-Doh. Honestly, he putting Orochimaru's wild ass to shame. So Nanami ends up finding out where Mahito stay at and chops his damn hand halfway off. So Mahito starts swinging that bitch around like it's a wet noodle, and then he fixes his hand and pulls out more transfigured doo-doo. Only this time it's stretchy cursed Dookie. Like, the shit literally turned into Luffy, stretching across the damn hallway. And oh my god, the saddest shit happens after this. The Dookie starts talking! Begging Nanami to help. Help me! I can't feel my legs! This shit made my heart drop, bro. So Mahito tries to blitz Nanami, smacks him right in his gut with them stanky ass fingers, and backed up with his horse legs. Like, nigga, where the fuck you get horse legs? Hey, bro started hoofing it. He chases Nanami and smacks the shit out of him again. And then he starts showing off his feet. Dan Schneider must have wrote this part, bruh. Cause why the fuck are you showing off your feet, my nigga? Anyways, Nanami is like, man, fuck them stanky toes, bitch. Cuts his foot clean off, drops some shit on this man, and escapes. And Mahito starts acting more and more like Orochimaru. He literally turns into a worm. Later on, Junpei and Yuji kind of become close homies though. So much so that they eat at Junpei's house and everything. And after Itadori leaves, the most out-of-pocket shit happens. There's a Sukuna's finger at Junpei's mama's crib. Now, how the fuck did a Sukuna's finger end up at Junpei's crib? When I saw this shit, I was like, no fucking way. This dude did not. But you know, curses are attracted to them old rancid-ass fingers. And this creepy-ass nigga is standing behind her like he about to do something strange for that finger. Like, damn, baby, I'm about to act up. So Junpei wakes up and sees his mama dead, literally bit in half. And we already knew who was responsible for this bullshit. Mahito's bitch ass. So after this, Mahito tries to set up Itadori.
Hey, these one of those stanky curse attraction fingers. Only Jujutsu sorcerers have got these bitches. You know any Jujutsu sorcerers that might have planted this shit on you? You know, niggas be scheming, and I don't want to see you go outside.
So later on, Mahito and Geto cast a veil at the school. Junpei starts whooping one of his bullies' asses. Mad as hell because he think Yuji killed his mama and it was the bully's fault. So him and Yuji start squabbing. They end up cooling out though because Yuji got taught no jutsu for days. See, I'm telling y'all, Yuji is really similar to Naruto, no cap. But Mahito shows out and whips out this big ass arm using more Luffy powers and pins Yuji to the wall. Junpei is shook as hell. He starts trying to reason with Mahito's crazy ass, and by the time he realizes that Mahito is bad, it's already too late. Mahito touches him like,
it's time to turn you into one of my toys.
And turns him into some nightmare fuel, bro. Bro got turned into the Hunchback of Notre Dame, fused with a crocodile and that fucking pig Tone from Naruto. And I'm not even gonna lie, this shit broke my heart. Junpei is begging Itadori to save him, and then bro just kicks the bucket, and Mahito just sitting there cracking the fuck up. So Yuji start beating the dog shit out of Mahito, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah! Beat that nigga's ass, bro. Then Nanami pulls up and is like, hey, yo, let me get my licks in. So Mahito throws more dookie and sends them at Yuji and Nanami. But Mahito knew he fucked up because Yuji and Nanami unleashed the craziest jumping in anime history. They started beating the dog shit out of him. Fight back, bitch. They was knocking the Sonic rings out this nigga, bro. Bro was getting his ass beat so bad he had to whip out that domain expansion. He caught Nanami in this bullshit, but Itadori broke right in that bitch like a fucking gangster. And Sukuna ended this shit immediately. And Mahito ended up just using another Luffy ability. Like, bro really gotta stop watching One Piece. Got big as fuck and then just disappeared. She was like, where the fuck this pussy just go? So Mahito's dirty ass pulls up to his favorite spot in the sewers and is just geeked. Like, oh my golly goodness, that was fun. I can't wait to make more dookie. So the next crazy shit that Mahito does is whoop Mekamaru's ass. Like, I didn't realize bro could revive bodies, but he heals Mekamaru just to kill him. Hey, Mekamaru ain't go out like no bitch though. He was fighting for his life inside this fucking Gurren Lagann, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. So after all of this bitch ass nigga Mahito is still up to no good. Yuji finds this clearly traumatized woman who is out of her mind and she starts tweaking and shit, turns into a stretchy cookie monster, and then dies. Itadori is like, oh, damn, not this bullshit again. So this train pulls up and there's a whole car of transfigured humans. And that's not it. These motherfuckers are everywhere. They start killing and eating all of these people, leaving so much death and destruction everywhere. And it only gets worse from here, honestly. Nanami just got done getting fucked up and runs into Mahito's bitch ass. And literally this shit had me in tears too. Mahito was like,
yeah, bitch ass nigga, you the one that jumped me, right? I'm about to end your whole career.
And he blows my boy up. And the worst part about this is that Yuji is watching this whole thing happen. So Yuji and Mahito start fighting, and Mahito starts D1 trolling. He turns his hand into Junpei and starts talking like,
Yuji, you a bitch ass nigga.
That would have been so tight, bro. Mahito then starts using them Luffy techniques again and starts being zesty out of nowhere, start trying to make out with bro. Like, if you try to kiss me mid-fight, you gotta be one sick fuck. And I know him being that close made Yuji mad as hell. Bro has been eating dookie this whole season. Yuji ends up getting away and finds some civilians, but gets socked right in his shit. Mahito's weird ass was in bro's body. Like, literally he took this man off like a pair of panties. And then he turns the other dude into a fucking sword. Bro, could you imagine dying and then turning into a fucking sword? Like, what would you even be thinking at that moment? Do you even get to get into heaven after that? Mahito uses another innocent person as a weapon and blinds Yuji with his exploding head, but bro starts tweaking because Nobara hit his shadow clone with Thor's hammer, and Yuji unleashes the craziest combo chain ever. This is when I really realized just how lethal Yuji's hands actually were. Bro started beating the fuck out of Mahito, and I just know Yuji learned his moves from Street Fighter. He hit a grab mid-ass whooping just to piece this stanky ass nigga up some more. So after Mahito eats all of them punches, he says, nah, fuck that, got a blast, and turns into a bunch of fucking Mike Wazowskis. He dips past his double and starts running towards Nobara, who has been chasing the Shadow Clone. Mahito then rubs his stanky fucking dick fingers all over Nobara's face, and I was shook, bro. I was like, no, they not about to kill off another character. But I'm not gonna cap, there was no doubt in my mind that Shorty was out of there. Anytime an anime does a long-ass backstory after some shit like that, it's over, bro. So at this point, Mahito has killed 4 characters that we know of, and a bunch of other civilians. He just racking up bodies at this point. And Nobara literally dropped like a Family Guy character. And Yuji is literally in shambles, bro. And then Mahito does even some more diabolical shit. He literally steals Yuji's signature attack, Black Flash, and uses it against him. Starts beating his ass terribly. And Yuji can't even fight back. Bro is just too sad. But then my nigga Toto shows up. And my boy is shining, walking in slow motion and shit. Bro is like, Yuji, get your ass up. Let's clap this nigga's cheeks. Mahito tries to run at Toto, and Toto claps and kicks that nigga across the map. Toto is like, don't interrupt me when I'm talking to my brother. Toto and Yuji start beating Mahito's ass, and Mahito kills even more people. Toto whips out his All Might abilities on Mahito's ass and uses Yuji's move Black Flash. Literally sent this man flying again. And here go Mahito again. Bro was storing even more doo-doo and sent them up to street level. So Yuji flies at this nigga with a crazy ass kick only to get grabbed and flung. Then Mahito tried to do a really fast domain expansion. And I'm not gonna lie, I really hate when he does this shit. It looks so fucking gross. And Sukuna is looking at this nigga like, ooh, you're lucky you did that shit fast. I'ma get your ass next time. Then Mahito literally puts AIDS in Toto's hand, and Toto has to sever that bitch. But Mahito punches him with a Black Flash. So everybody just gonna keep stealing Yuji's move? Really? Toto ends up having to use his domain, which is literally a simpy ass ability, cause Toto never actually met this bitch. Then Yuji pulls up and punches the fuck out of this dirty nigga. Mahito literally becomes fucking Mewtwo and is surprisingly strong all of a sudden. Yuji is still kinda struggling. Mahito got bro's mouth split and shit, and Yuji ends up finally beating this nigga with the help of Toto, of course. Now, Mahito doesn't know what the fuck to do. Bro don't got no more dookie to summon, he trying to throw it up, and Yuji start violating this nigga with words. You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. Yuji start walking this man down, but ends up getting robbed of his kill because Mahito ends up running into Geto. And instead of helping, Geto literally says, nah, nigga, you're done. I'ma go ahead and suck you up like a Slurpee now. And even though this is the end of Mahito, I think it's clear as day that he's one of the most diabolical evil villains in all of anime history. I mean, I haven't seen this much death and destruction in a long time in anime. It's kind of crazy. The utter disregard for human life that Mahito has, bro, it's wild. Like, we usually don't see anime villains just walk up and just be turning people into objects and shit. Usually anime villains just like Kid Buu, they'll just blow up a planet or something like that and call it a day. Honestly though, I'm just sad we didn't get to see Yuji kill Mahito, cause that would have been so satisfying after he done smoked Nanami, Nobara, like characters we really care about. But anyway, if you enjoyed that video, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on all my socials, and until the next one.